Good afternoon. This is Pastor Debbie Upton from Center and Swatch United Methodist Churches. And thank you for joining me for another segment of the story behind the songs. This week we're looking at one of our songs for this Sunday, which is I'm going to sing when the Spirit says sing. It is an African American spiritual again. Spirituals are about black souls stretching out into the outskirts of God's eternity and affirming the divine reality which lets you know that they're human beings, no matter what anybody may say. This is from James Cone, The Spirituals and the Blues. Through the song, black people are able to affirm that spirit who is continuous in their existence as free beings. It has created a new style of religious worship. They shouted and they prayed, they preached and they sang, because they had found something. They encountered a new reality, a new God, not enshrined in white churches and religious gatherings. And all along, white folks thought slaves were contented waiting for the next world. But the reality was that they were stretching out on God's word, affirming a newfound experience that could not be destroyed by masters. We're told that people of Israel could not sing the Lord's song in a strange land. But for blacks, being dependent upon the song, they built new structures for existence in an alien land. The spirituals have enabled blacks to retain a measure of African identity while living in the midst of American slavery, providing both substance and rhythm to cope with human servitude. And like I said, this was a quote taken out of James Cone, the theologian, The Spirituals and the Blues, page 29 through 30. This was one of the songs that was used during the civil rights era. And at almost every demonstration, mass meeting of activists, and the march in late 1950s and the early 1960s. Singing these songs helped give strength, much like they did their forefathers in slavery. I'm going to sing when the Spirit says sing. I'm going to sing when the Spirit says sing. I'm going to sing when the Spirit says sing and obey the Spirit of the Lord. When we look at the Spirit of God, we see that God moves through everyone that has life and breath on this earth. And so as part of our sermon series through the wilderness and our journey through that, what better song to use for that service? And as we go through these days of social unrest as well as COVID problems, maybe the best thing we can get up in the morning and say, I'm going to sing when the Spirit says sing. I'm going to moan when the Spirit says moan. I'm going to pray when the Spirit says pray. I'm going to shout when the Spirit says shout. So here is I'm going to sing when the Spirit says sing. I'm going to sing when the Spirit says sing. I'm going to sing when the Spirit says sing. I'm going to sing when the Spirit says sing and obey the Spirit of the Lord. I'm going to pray when the Spirit says pray. I'm gonna pray when the Spirit says pray. I'm gonna pray when the Spirit says pray and obey the Spirit of the Lord. I'm gonna moan when the Spirit says moan. I'm gonna moan when the Spirit says moan. I'm gonna moan when the Spirit says moan and obey the Spirit of the Lord. I'm gonna shout when the Spirit says shout. I'm gonna shout when the Spirit says shout. I'm gonna shout when the Spirit says shout and obey the Spirit of the Lord. And may we obey the Spirit of the Lord as we go through the rest of today and this week. May that be part of our chant and for each day. Thank you, Mary Gilmore, for joining me with this. And again, thank you for joining me for this segment beside the story behind the songs. I'll get it right. And again, this song is I'm Gonna Sing When the Spirit Says Sing. So may that be what carries you through the week this week. Have a good day.